The Assembly will hear an address by Her Excellency, Malika Nurul Hanifa, Minister for Health of Indonesia.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The President, Excellencies, best regards, Malika Nurul Hanifa, as Ministry of Health from Indonesia. Before going any further, let me quote the words from Aminah J. Mohammed as Deputy Secretary General of the United Nations. There's no one size that fits all. We must work country by country, region by region, community by community to ensure the diversity of needs are addressed to support each reality. Right now, we're still facing COVID-19, but recently we were faced with a new threat that also came in our time of rising from COVID-19. This new threat came like a narrow fire that pierced and instantly burned. We all knew this through the announcement delivered by World Health Organization that there's a new global health threat, namely monkeypox. For the first time, monkeypox disease has spread to non-endemic and widely disparate geographical areas. We'll have felt the impact of the collapse of the COVID-19 pandemics, which threatens the entire state system we have. The things that we learn from COVID-19 pandemics are COVID-19 created a shaky economy, massive social restriction, closed access to public spaces that required everything to be online, and most importantly, increased mortality, morbidity, and decreased the quality of life. We must reflect and learn from what we experienced during the COVID-19 pandemic yesterday. Therefore, before this threat produces something bigger, I invite you to take comprehensive preventive action together. And so, what we can do to go through this? We can do is go through of the main steps, and the main steps are, first, strengthening global health governance. We need a stronger and more empowered World Health Organization by making the norm of solidarity and equality the cornerstones of future global health governance. And the second steps that we can conduct is emphasizing prevention of monkeypox through a One Health approach in which there are important activities that must be carried out by multi-sectors. And these things are: the Ministry of Health must carry out epidemiological investigation and health surveillance on a large scale and periodically. And the next steps that we can do is the Ministry of Health is advocating issuing regulations related to the prevention, management, and rehabilitations of the community and patients affected by monkeypox disease. The Ministry of Health also involves veterinarians in monitoring animals and pets, as well as increasing capacity of PPE and research laboratories to support the accelerations of the investigation of monkeypox disease. As named as multi-sectors, we need to do a collaborative things to work together to improve the community's health. And the next things that we can do is the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, together with all nations, implement social restrictions for their countries from countries identified as having monkeypox cases and conduct strict screening at the first gate of citizens' arrivals to their country's territory. The central government has a main role too in these situations, and the central government provides different means of isolation from family members for someone who has been identified and tested positive for monkeypox disease. And the next journey we should prove to against these global health issues is we, as the Ministry of Finance, provide a budget related to vaccine spending, provide logistic, and forms a task force related to financial coordinations for pandemic preparedness, prevention, and response. We, as the Ministry of Agriculture established a food security agency by involving the community to manage regional crops that are used to increase nutrition that is useful for increasing our body system and our body resistance. And another important thing, we, as Ministry of Education, establish a health-based education curriculum by incorporating values related to the prevention of transmissions and control of the disease in our school or university around this education program. Excellencies, there's no other good thing that we should strive for other than the lives of our communities. We must further consolidate this group to build a healthier world and bridge the health gap between countries to support equality in health. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.